Welcome back to Only Friends.
Welcome if it's your first time.
If it's your first time, buckle up. Put on a condom.
Okay, what?
Oh, sorry, Aaron, no condoms allowed.
Ew.
Well, if it's your first time.
Okay, notes. I just opened like 5 different apps.
Trying to get to notes?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a hard world out there on our phones.
It's a Monday.
Yes.
I'm so jealous. TJ has the day off.
Oh, yeah.
So it's just like, he's chilling.
He's just at the beach.
I just want to watch Desperate Housewives.
He's just at the beach by himself.
Yeah. No, he
Just
would
reading a
never.
book.
He's not a beach boy.
Yeah. I'm not. It's so funny.
Much schlep.
After we talked about beach or pool, like on the podcast, and Mike was like, Larry David was right. Like, it's too much schlepping. Mm-hmm. There's watermelon falling out of the container, blah, blah, blah. I literally, and then that episode came on. Like, I watched that episode maybe like 4 days later. Mm-hmm. And then I was like, I do want to go to the beach.
You do want to
like, I just want to go to the beach and like read. Like, I don't want to like have a whole beach day. I just want to like have a little chair by the water and just read.
I love a beach.
Just maybe not right now when it's like 100 degrees outside.
Oh, it would be like way cooler at the beach.
Yeah, that's true.
Way like 10 to 20 degrees cooler.
When I was driving, for some reason, it had me take the PCH back.
Yeah, I definitely was like, she did not go the way we did.
Well, I just went with so we were in Malibu.
You did the Tesla.
Yeah.
That's why.
But I still got home in like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
Wasn't bad.
Our way was faster though.
But I got to see the PCH and I've never seen it before. I'm kidding.
No, it was like, I've been.
You're like, no, you have definitely seen it before. And I literally had the thought, I was like, should I just like pull over and just like chill? But then no, because like I have to get to my cats. Like I have to give him his fucking eye drop.
Devastating.
And then I was just, you know that feeling when you want to get back to your pet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Little babies.
Yeah, little babies. So I didn't, but
Speaking of, they're vicious,
they're feral,
feral cats.
Yeah, I took them in last night.
Hello, cats.
They want watermelon.
Oh, little babies, I want to go to the beach.
Okay, go to the beach and read.
I want to go.
Have you started the Housemaid book?
No, and I can't find it.
Oh no!
I left it on.
Maybe it's in Morgan's backpack.
Yeah.
Sorry, that's an inside joke.
I left it on the table with like a couple of other things, and he like brought all of them into the car, but
can't find it.
Literally can't find it. I'm like, well, you better get your ass to Barnes and Noble and buy me a new one.
Yeah, because his ass is probably gonna read it too.
Yeah.
Damn, that sucks. You've looked through everything.
And then even this morning, I was like, I don't know where the book is, because last night he was like, it's probably in my office.
Yeah.
And then I was like, well, I just looked in here and I can't find it. And then when I was leaving, he was like, I'll find it.
And he didn't find it.
No, maybe it like fell out of a bag or something. I'll look in the car.
Maybe it fell out and like it's on the freeway or something.
I don't know. I'm just like, why would you just take a bunch of loose leaf items and put them in the car?
Loose leaf items.
Yeah, it was like a book, my sunglasses, and
I see what you're saying, like rogue items.
Yeah,
I
was obviously gonna put them in a bag.
Yeah.
Too anxious.
Yeah, too.
He was like, we gotta get out of here, and I'm like, literally, I was like, where are my sunglasses? And he was like, I threw them in here.
They're in the trunk.
Yeah, and I was like, what the fuck? So now we have a missing rogue book.
Well, I guess you have to start the other one that I gave you.
Yeah, it's on my shelf.
Anna Bright is hiding something.
I know. I really wanted to read The Housemaid though.
I know, because you'll probably fly through that one in like 2 seconds.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. And I was like, I just need a little quickie.
Yeah.
And just finishing the series, if you will.
Yeah, I'm curious. I feel like we talked about it before. The first and second one have like the same exact plot, so I want to see what the third one holds.
It's a little different. The plots are a little different, but it's just like,
well, not the plots aren't exactly the same, but like the twist is exactly the same.
It's just like,
you know what I mean?
It's just the same.
Like when I read the second, I was like, oh, this is exactly what happened in the first book.
Yeah,
and people did review that on Goodreads, and I was like already kind of aware. So
it's just. I feel like this will be also the same.
Yeah, but they're still good. I'm
expecting it to be.
Yeah, yeah. Most of Sunday, I like read that book, Light Through the Cracks, which is the one with the climbers who get like kidnapped by the government. It's actually really
climbers.
Yeah, like rock, like they climb mountains and they like free climb and boulder and all this stuff. Yeah, it's like it's a real book. It's like a memoir kind of thing.
Okay.
But it's so good. It like reads like, it feels like I'm like watching a TV show about it or like a documentary or something. But it's so interesting because like the first like quarter of the book, it goes from like now and then back then, or not now, sorry, like 2008, or sorry, it happens like after the kidnapping and like while the kidnapping's happening, and then after the kidnapping and while the kidnapping's happening. So like each chapter.
Who's kidnapping them?
It's like the government in Kyrgyzstan, I believe is how you say it, and it's so interesting because it's
That's in the Middle East.
Yeah. It's like one of those stands.
Why are we rock climbing there?
It's actually interesting because it kind of like ties in with 9/11. I haven't like got to that like meat of it, but because it happened, I think in October of 2000 is when they got kidnapped, and like obviously September 11th was the next month, or
the month before.
I'm sorry. Okay, so then it was the month before September. Maybe it was like I don't know, because they were only kidnapped for like 6 days. But she
well, they're American.
Yeah.
So
yeah, but they were trying to like, I haven't like got to that part yet. They just like referenced it once, but I feel like they're gonna like go more in depth. But like the people who kidnapped them were like trying to get to another, like not Afghanistan, but somewhere around there. And it like had to do with 9/11. And then she had all these like PTSD moments, obviously, when 9/11 happened, because she was her and her boyfriend were staying at her parents' house after they were released. And this was like maybe like a couple weeks later. And 9/11 happened. And she was like convinced that they were there to come get her. She was like, they're here to get me now. Like, this is why that they did this. And she would like wake up her boyfriend. Her boyfriend was like so much more like okay than she was. And she was in her parents' room when she found out about it, and in her mind she was like, they've got him, her boyfriend's name is Tommy, like they've got Tommy already, I know for sure, like they must have like pulled him out of the window or something. Mind you, this is in Colorado.
Yeah.
And 9/11
like,
was not
commit me.
Yeah. And she was like, oh my God. And she like ran in there and she was like, they're here for us, like they're coming to get us. And like I obviously get it, because it's like, so yeah, it's really interesting. And then it gets like I'm in like 2008 now, and it's still very interesting. Like it's not like I don't care about climbing, so like why am I reading this kind of book? It's like not really all about it, you know?
Yeah.
There's a lot of like little love things happening too. So
little love things, like what?
Well, because she's been with her boyfriend, his name is Tommy, since like before the kidnapping, and then up until like 2008, and then like something else happened. They're
you
married.
Can tell me I'm not gonna read it.
Okay. Well, I don't know if someone wants to read it that's watching or listening. Yeah, I don't want to say just in case, because it's really good. I'll tell you after. I mean, it's not like anything crazy, but
yeah,
basically she just like
has an affair.
Well, I'll say it. She doesn't really completely have an affair, but like they get into a group of they find a group of climbers. No, they find a group of climbers that just like
climbers
that just like do bouldering, which I guess is like not as intense and is like more for fun or something. I don't really know. And she starts to like really like this guy who is engaged. And she's married.
Yeah, okay.
And so she's like, oh, I have all these feelings for him, but like, I can't do anything about them. Like, no. And her boyfriend's gone for like a while, and she needs a climbing somewhere. They're always climbing something.
Her husband.
Yes. Okay. In Yosemite. So like, they live like at the heart of Yosemite. Like they bought a house like right at like the base of it or something. So they could always just be climbing. And
don't even get
I think it's so no now I'm like, I literally went on Reddit and was like climbing, because I was like, what are all these it's crazy just like how many techniques they know and use to like warm up their hands and like make sure their feet aren't numb, and like there's little techniques to like move your finger a centimeter over so you can
hyperfixation.
No, literally no.
You're watching like 47 hours or whatever that movie is. Like, okay, this is what I'd have to do if I ever wound up in this situation.
You come over to the rock climbing while in my house. No, but I just think it's so interesting.
Okay, wait, you got to tell me about
the drama. Okay, so she's like, I have all these feelings for this guy. His name is Randy.
She told her husband?
No, this is her thoughts. She's like, I'm having all these feelings, but like I can't do anything about them. So she is like going on this climb, but nobody's there to like belay her, which is, you know, and Randy's the only one that like can. And so she's like, okay, well, like if like, yeah, let's do it. So they drive out together. He belays her and nothing happens. It's just like,
belays her.
Yeah, he belays her real nice. Nothing really happens, but she's definitely like, okay, I do have feelings and this is like really weird and I don't know what to do about them. Mm-hmm. So they don't see each other again for like a couple weeks. And then I can't remember, they basically got this thing that said there's a part of Yosemite that wasn't open yet, but it was open for one day for only bikers. So like no tourists can come in and just like walk around. And so they were like, oh my God, we have to go do that, because like how fun and exciting and thrilling. And it's all, you know, just for the people who like love Yosemite. And so they're on the bikes and she's like, something just came over me. She's basically like a good girl. She's like,
where's her husband?
Her husband is climbing.
Still?
Yeah, they're always
for weeks.
Well, they are always just coming and going and climbing and coming and going, whatever.
Huh?
Yeah,
okay.
It's their life.
It's and weird.
It's not weird.
How do they make money?
Sponsors. They get like sponsorships. The couple, like Beth, the girl, the main character, and Tommy, her husband, they're like a power couple in the climbing world. So they have like magazine covers and sponsors, and you know, they get like, they have like a shoe company collabs with them. Sure. So they make money like doing it. It's like any athlete, they just don't get paid as much. And on the bike ride, she's like, I'm just gonna say it. And she was like, I really like you, and like I have feelings for you, and I don't know what to do about them. And he was like, oh my gosh, me too. So they don't do anything, but they do skinny dip.
So they do something.
Well, she goes in and then comes out, and then he goes in and comes out, and then I think it's the same time that they're hanging out. They ended up having sex in the middle of the thing.
So she did cheat on her husband.
Well, at this point, yes, she did. Not before that, but now she had cheated, and it was very awkward because she was like, we agreed not to like see each other after that for like no contact whatsoever. Well, and so they already had this big trip planned to Africa with Randy, his fiance, Beth and Tommy, and then a couple other people. So she, at
this point, I'm assuming, has not told her husband.
No, not yet. So right before this trip, so Beth and Tommy have a combined email account. Everything is Beth and Tommy. Like they have one phone, one computer. They're just like bound at the hip. They're also like trauma bonded from this like
photos of them.
Kyrgyzstan. And she sees an email from Randy, and she was like, oh my God. She was like, is he reaching out to me? Or like, what is this email? Like, I don't know. And so she doesn't look at it. And then a couple hours later, Tommy's like, well, it looks like Randy isn't coming on the trip because he just ended his engagement with Courtney, his fiance. So Courtney's going. And so they all go on this trip without Randy, and it's just Courtney. I'm so sorry. The story is so fucking long.
She could have literally at that point been like, I know why.
Well, yes, she did know why. Because Randy had previously told her that there were like issues in their engagement, and he was like, if anything happens and we break up, like I'm gonna let her go because like I don't want to like, I don't know, make it weird or whatever. And so they're at this, they're in Africa, and they're like having a great time, and then she was like, I need to tell Courtney, like I can't hold on to this anymore, like I need to tell her I'm the reason that like this is happening.
She has issues.
Well, she was fucking kidnapped. Of course she has issues.
Yeah, but like that doesn't make it okay. Like tell your husband before you tell some fucking random girl.
I agree.
Yeah.
And so she tells Courtney because Courtney was like,
oh my God,
how did this happen? And she was like, she's like, I swear to God, like, I'm so sorry. I don't like blah, blah, blah. Just like, and Courtney was like, okay, I don't know how to process this, but I'm going to think about it. And she walks away. As she walks away, her fucking husband comes up and is like, hey, are you doing okay? Like, you look stressed out. And she just blurted it all out. She's like, I had sex with Randy. I'm in love with Randy. And Courtney just found out, and blah, 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 blah. And it's just the whole thing from there. It's interesting.
Does he stay with her?
They end up getting divorced. They try to do couples.
So bad for business.
No, I know. That's like the whole thing. It was like they had 2 homes together. So they had to split the homes and the business. And then the whole thing is her like she's like such like a goody two shoes and like never wants to like upset anyone and like whatever.
Literally, that's a facade.
Well, okay. And then I don't know what I was saying actually.
They had to split everything.
They just split the homes with all their sponsorship shit. And they tried couples counseling for a while. It just wasn't working. And now she's with Randy.
Oh, they did wind up together.
I think. Well, I'm not finished. So I think.
Well, at least it was worth it.
Yeah. So I don't know. It's really interesting.
Or.
I know. But after I want to like look up if there's like a documentary or like pictures from their like stuff. Because now when you read it, it's like, what do these people look like?
What's her name?
Beth Rodden.
Tommy and Beth. Tommy's such a little dweeb.
Oh my God, I've never seen them. Oh my God, my little babies. I'm just kidding. Okay, well, I like having a face to the name.
She looks familiar.
Apparently they were in like a couple movies. They just had all these like sponsorship stuff. Okay.
Maybe I'd cheat on Tommy too.
Tommy was just like, he's like the nicest guy in the entire world.
He looks like such a sweetie pie.
Yeah. But they were together for so long, and there were so many things they like never talked about, and like the kidnapping stuff. Yeah.
Rodden, that's her last name?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, is this Randy?
I don't want to see Randy. I don't want to know if Randy.
No, I can't tell.
But anyways, how was your weekend?
It was great. I currently have like beer. Oh my God. Sorry. Now I'm like deep diving. I'm on Randy's Instagram account.
Get off. I don't want to know.
I have like a little bit of beer pong elbow because I played for 2 days in a row and absolutely slayed and like literally.
Oh, well,
it
obviously
hurts to extend my arm now.
Okay, you really worked out that elbow.
And like other people were saying that too. They were like, "Oh my God, like we're just so old. We
That's
never
so funny.
play this, and we were playing it like 3 days in a row." So
It's like tennis elbow.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I guess because you're like,
Yeah, you just do this motion like a million times. It literally hurts to do this right now in like the little elbow wrist area.
yeah.
Working some muscles that like, you're just not working often.
Didn't we call this like the weenus or something?
No, this is your weenus.
Oh, this is your weenus. Like, oh, your weenus.
Yeah, this is my elbow wrist.
Well, so sorry that happened to you.
I know, but with pain comes defeat and championships and
Defeat.
praise. So
Success.
it was all worth it in the end. But yeah, just a weekend full of like, we did housewarming parties on Saturday and Sunday. So
fun.
pretty just chill and fun and hot as shit.
Yeah, it was so hot this weekend.
But did a little swimming yesterday, so that was nice.
Oh, good.
What about you?
Okay, well, Saturday was start off as any normal day. It was a great day, and Emma and I went to Pilates. We got some sushi after. We also listened to this podcast, and I like have to tell you about a part of it, but I don't want to I'll tell you after this. I'll tell you on the podcast, but not during this. And we just went to the Topeka Mall, just walked around, whatevs. Because it was nice because it was really hot out, but the Topeka Mall is the biggest, it's a mall of America and it's fucking huge.
Yeah.
But it's shaded, so it feels good walking around there. And then, so I'm going to pick up Nolan from LAX. Okay.
Oh, okay.
But it's at 9 p.m. So traffic was fine. I got there in 35 minutes. I was like, great. I'm in the cell phone lot. I'm like, how long is it going to take?
Cell phone lot. Okay.
Yeah, there's a cell phone waiting lot. And I was like, how long will it take to get home? And it was 29 minutes. And I was like, oh my God, this is amazing. So I go, also, you'd be so proud of me, especially after the meme you sent me. I drove us.
What meme?
The one where it was I saw a woman pick up her husband from the airport and immediately get into the passenger side, which I normally do. But I was like, for my own anxiety, I want to try driving us home from the airport. Mm-hmm. And of course, we're driving along. I'm feeling fine. I'm feeling great. No anxiety here. We're just chatting it up. And then we hit a part of the 405. And at the moment, I didn't know what happened, but we dead ass sat for an hour and a half on the 405, not really moving, and no one had internet because it's Coachella. There's so many people that everyone's using the internet, and I couldn't we couldn't listen to a podcast, play music, and I was like, what the fuck is going on? And I was dying to know, and me,
yeah,
in the situation or not, I have to know what's going on with police and fire. I'm obsessed. Yeah. So we sat there for literally an hour and a half, and then we had to get off on Skirball, that far. We were still that far. So we got off there, and then it was easy breezy coming home. Yeah. So Nolan's so tired. He's can't wait to go to bed. We lay in bed. I swear to God, 10 minutes after we're dozing, fire truck, ambulance, police, fire truck. It was nonstop. And I was like, what the hell is going on? And it was actually very sad. I looked on Citizen the next day, and it was a house fire literally right there, right across the road. No. And I actually went on a walk yesterday, and I always walk by that area, and it just smelled of obviously a house burning down, and it's so sad. Everyone survived, but a dog died. Makes me so fucking sad. I was like, this is what was happening.
Were they home?
I don't know. It didn't say. And that's the only thing I'm like,
how do you not get your dog out?
I know. But I mean, sometimes they'd probably maybe run and hide.
Yeah. No, 100%.
I feel Paris would
yeah, she'd go. Well,
but I don't know. I feel she would follow you.
If I was home.
Yeah. Because I always remember my cat. Frank would be fine. Buttercup, she would hide. And I'd probably die trying to get her.
So sad.
So sad.
But also how, in my house, I feel it'd be so easy to get the dog. But was it a big ass house?
Yeah, kind of. I mean, it wasn't huge, but it was
2 floors.
Yeah.
Then that kind of makes sense, I feel.
Yeah, totally. And it was 12:30 at night. So I don't know what was going on, but that was sad. And so then I found out the reason the 405 was so backed up was because a gas tank was on fire on the freeway. So our lane was like going the way we were going was completely packed and the freeway was closed the other way. So like it was just a whole mess. People were driving on the shoulder. Like we ended up on the shoulder at one point, like towards the end to like get out. And
this is why you got to use Google Maps.
Dude, it was crazy. Well, it had to have like just happened.
Yeah. But Google Maps would have like taken you off.
Yeah, probably.
Tesla maps are literally the worst thing on earth.
I know. However, it did like save me. I feel like going up and down we did like a birthday thing for Aaron in Malibu and there was no service at all. And I feel like I'm glad that the Tesla maps still work without service because at least I like know where I'm going.
I used my phone the whole ride.
Oh, maybe some people's would be fine.
Yeah.
But mine did say like no internet access.
We didn't have internet, but the map was still working like perfectly fine.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't know.
Love me a Googie.
Yeah, love a Googie. But that was and I didn't like panic one. Like my anxiety really comes from like sitting still in like traffic. That's when I'm like, oh my God, I'm gonna pass out.
Especially when you don't know like what's going on.
Exactly. And I'm like, I don't know how long we're gonna be here. I told Nolan, I was like, if this was like 4 years ago, I would have probably, and I was by myself, I probably would have gone out of my car. Like, I'm not even kidding. Like I'd be in more danger.
Yeah.
But that was a good step for me. I was like I was so proud of myself.
Better, stronger.
Better, faster, stronger.
Yeah.
That don't kill me. The 405.
Over there.
Yeah, because I see Nolan.
The 40 fucking
yeah, just terrible.
Oh, that's so sad about that house.
I know.
It's like truly my biggest fear.
I know, same.
What the hell happened? Like if TJ uses the propane to like use the grill or like on the fireplace, I will ask him like 10 times. I'm like,
you turn it off?
Did you turn it off? Did you turn it off?
Yeah.
Did you turn it off?
Well, you have to.
But like anything. And like now we're doing all this construction on our ADU and I'm so freaked out. Like I've seen enough shows where it's like the electrical wasn't hooked up the right way.
Yeah.
And then I'm like,
like
not that I don't have faith in my guys. It's just like an anxiety.
Totally.
Like that is
at least it's not attached to your house. So if something were to happen, you'd have maybe some time.
I doubt it.
Really?
Fire spreads so fast.
I know.
And it's really fucking close. It's not like there's a lot of space between
There's so much space.
Yeah.
No, Aaron has a huge...
It's so big. It's like basically the White House front lawn.
Yeah, so it wouldn't spread that fast.
Well, we can enter this day in history.
History.
Some little B-days. We've got Sofia Vergara, Jessica Simpson.
Oh my God, iconic.
Phyllis Smith.
Don't know who that is.
Yeah, she's Phyllis from The Office.
Oh, I know who that is.
And then Erica Jane, that little bitch.
Oh my God.
And then for entertainment, we have Minions, The Fox and the Hound, Madeline, live action.
Oh.
Harriet the Spy,
live action.
I Love You, Beth Cooper, Palm Springs, Bruno, and that song New Americana by Halsey.
Is Palm Springs that movie with Andy Samberg? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Came out in 2020. That's so crazy. I like remember it perfectly.
No, me too. Like watching it during the pandemic.
Yeah.
Yeah. But isn't it like kind of like a Groundhog's Day movie? Like the same thing keeps happening every day or something. Yeah. I think I liked it.
I liked it. It's one of those like artsy films.
Yeah.
That's like, oh, this could be at like Sundance.
Yeah, exactly.
That kind of vibe.
I feel like there was a really weird twist to it.
Yeah, I don't remember.
There was some like big rock that like he walked into that was like a portal or something. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Because it seemed very normal. Well, besides the whole Groundhog's Day thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Oh, Andy. I wonder what he's up to.
I know.
I saw that Justin Timberlake. This is so weird and honestly like so annoying. Justin Timberlake and Tiger Woods are like teaming up to open a bar in Scotland.
Oh, in Scotland?
Yeah. And I'm like, okay, what are you going to name it? DUIs?
Literally. Weird.
Like, what a weird thing to do after.
Wait,
like,
Justin Timberlake and who?
Tiger Woods.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
What a weird coupling. And they both.
Yeah. Also, like to do that like directly after like you literally got arrested for drinking alcohol is. What publicist is letting him be like, this is a good idea?
Maybe he doesn't have a publicist.
It's just very odd to me.
Yeah. It's a little like a slap in the face to people who have been like affected.
No,
like imagine if like your mom got killed by a drunk driver 100%. And then you're like, yeah.
Well, this like 24-year-old, I think he just got like, I think his name is Kyrie. I can't remember his last name. He just got drafted to play for the Vikings, and he got hit by a drunk driver like this weekend and passed away. Him and two of his friends.
Holy
Their
shit.
car, like, and she hit them and another car.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
And they died. Oh my God.
So fucking horrible.
So sad.
Just don't drink and drive. Like, and Justin Timberlake, the thing about him too is like,
have a driver.
I feel like so many people are always like, why do that when there's Ubers? Like, literally, we took an Uber this weekend and it was $50 fucking to get 15 minutes down the street.
Ubers are so expensive.
Believe me when I say like everyone should be taking like some sort of public transport, but I completely understand in this economy like why people
don't.
Yes.
However,
which
it's a lot
bad.
cheaper than a DUI.
No, 100%.
So it's
like just it's stupid to drink and drive.
Yeah.
But like Justin Timberlake.
No, literally.
You could have anyone on earth pick you up.
you could ask a pedestrian.
Yes, be like, drive me home, bitch.
Please, I'll sing bye, bye, bye.
Like, I can't with rich people who are just like, I'm above the law or
and
whatever.
There's so many rich people that just get DUIs. And I'm like, what's going on
you're in
here?
the Hamptons, like literally just call the fucking police station. Be like, hey, it's me, Justin Timberlake. Can you drive me home?
No, literally. That's such a good idea.
Right?
Would they do that if I was just like at a bar and I was like wasted, but I had drove there and I called the police? I was like, "Hey, I drove, but I'm wasted now. Can you drive me home?" I feel like they should drive me home because I'm doing the right thing.
Yeah, but like I doubt it. But if you were just in Timberlake, probably.
Oh, but just not like a normal citizen. I feel like
I feel like think if you did that in LA, like they'd be like, okay, lady, shut the fuck up.
I think I just assume the cop would be like, that's so responsible of you. I'm coming right away.
I feel like if they were like already at the bar or something and you're like, can you drop me off?
If you were already at the bar?
If they were like already at the bar.
Oh, yeah,
the fact
yeah.
that you're calling 911.
Well, we could call the non-emergency line.
Yeah.
But they don't ever pick up.
I just don't think that they do that.
They don't.
Like they've got work to do.
It's just like a nice scenario in my head.
100%. Like
there
they should have some sort of like
service.
Yes.
But then everyone would be using it 24/7. Like everyone would use it, and you know, it's like it would be the new
They
Uber.
should just make like school buses. It's literally like a bus.
Yeah. But that wouldn't work. Then it's like everyone's going home like at school, but it's all over LA.
Yeah, I just think that like someone like Justin Timberlake, like if he really wanted to, like he could have gone home any way that he wanted.
Oh, for sure.
No fucking problem.
I just am genuinely curious, like what his thought process was. Like, was he like, oh, do we know what he blew? Like, was he like crazy drunk, or was he just like over the limit?
Let me look to see what his BAC was.
Yeah.
What puts you over the limit? Like 2 beers?
Well,
like your 0.08?
It's 0.08, yeah. So I don't know what that means I think it depends on your body weight and everything.
Justin Timberlake BAC. And he like said some weird shit at his show.
Oh, he
was
did?
like, hope everyone's like driving safely home tonight.
Ew.
Yeah,
Like you should be in jail right now.
Brother, you're not cute, babes.
Just like don't make fun of it or don't like make jokes about it.
DWI. Let's see. DWI, 12:30 a.m. Officer stopped him. Eyes were bloodshot. Like he looks crazy.
No, I feel like he was on some other things too. Maybe it wasn't alcohol.
It says he smelled out. The cop smelled alcohol.
Got it.
Which I feel like if you can smell alcohol at that point, like you've had enough.
Yeah, I agree.
Like I feel like if I drank 1 beer, you wouldn't be able to smell that on me.
No, but if you're like,
and no offense,
if you're drinking
Justin,
like
but
hard
if you're gonna
alcohol,
drink and drive, like have a piece of gum.
Yeah, get some Listerine in your car.
He performed poorly on all the standardized field sobriety tests.
It's gonna be mine.
He told the officer he had 1 martini. Sorry, you can't have 1 martini and fail all of the fucking field sobriety
Honestly, I
tests.
might.
Yeah, but you're not a big man.
No, I know.
Bro. Was the 1 martini just vodka?
Yeah.
A cup of vodka?
And did you also take 2 Xanax?
Yeah.
Because that would do it.
It doesn't say his BAC. Moby Dick.
Well, it must have been bad if he couldn't do any of the field sobriety tests.
That like, I feel like I could easily pass the field sobriety test at 0.08.
What, 0.08?
Yeah.
I don't know. We still got to try it.
I also, like, I don't think after one martini you're blowing anything more than 0.08. Like, he had to have had more than one.
I'm sure. Well, everyone lies when the police are like, how much have you had to drink? It's like 1 beer. Actually, 4.
Aren't you just supposed to say nothing?
Probably.
None of your fucking business.
Yeah, probably. But then they'll be like, why'd you lie? After they figure out that you've actually, and then you could get another ticket for lying.
Well, at that point, you're going to jail.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. Close
Justin
the slammer
Timberlake,
doors.
BAC, DWI. What's the difference between DWI and DUI? Driving under the influence and driving while intoxicated. But like, at the end of the day, like, what's the diff?
I don't know. Because you can be intoxicated both ways. Or drugs or alcohol, I mean.
Of course, he was driving a BMW, that little bitch.
Nolan hates BMWs too.
They're just the worst. People who drive BMWs, like, they're douchebags.
Yeah, and Porsches here.
Yeah.
Nolan hates a Porsche too. He's like, they're the ones that park in the disabled spots.
Handicapped?
Yes,
spots,
handicap spots. Oops, was that bad?
No.
Oh, okay. I was like, so scared of saying anything sometimes,
I think they're just handicapped spots.
It is. I just didn't say it correctly.
You're right. Actually, that is offensive. Not all handicapped people aren't disabled.
Okay, stop trying to cancel me right now.
I don't know. I just want to know what I would love to know.
Well, we know he was fucked up.
Yeah.
Liar. So how does he just like get out of jail and go to his concert? I don't get it. Like if it were me, wouldn't I be in jail right now? Or would I just have like a hefty fee?
I think it's just a fee because you didn't like.
So it didn't affect the world tour. He's back.
This is gonna affect. Yeah, I think he probably thought like he would get a lot of like negative backlash.
And he did, but it wasn't like
anyone going to see Justin Timberlake in concert.
No one's gonna care.
Of course, they're not gonna care.
Yeah, they're not gonna care. It's like going to a Morgan Wallen concert. Like, no one cares that he threw a chair off of fucking.
Yeah, I mean,
whatever.
Two different kinds of. At least Morgan Wallen makes good music.
That's very true.
I just like
honestly
couldn't imagine
really good music.
at my age like going to a Justin Timberlake concert.
I couldn't either, like, and it's like not even.
I need to get tickets. Like I didn't even know that he was on tour until this happened.
Yeah, I just feel like it's not even like nostalgic for me. 'Cause it's like he wasn't like it was in sync. It wasn't Justin.
He just like
Timberlake.
Also gives me the ick.
Yeah, I mean, we've been saying that for years too.
Yeah, like the man gives me the ick.
Yeah.
And now
more
even
icked
more
out.
so. I'm like, you are just consistently giving me the ick.
I wonder what his wife thinks.
Jessica is probably like, bro, I should have left this man when he was cheating on me.
I know. That's so embarrassing to like be in the spotlight and your husband get, I don't know. I'd be like, this is.
I just feel like they can't have a good relationship. Like he seems not well.
I agree. Well, he always looks like his eyes are bulging out of his head.
Yeah, I mean that one clip of him at his concert, I was like,
yeah, I know, me too.
Oh, sir,
very spooky.
You're not good, babes.
Yeah.
Hold on, I need to look up DWI
versus DUI.
Yeah, like
I was wondering that too, because I had never heard of DWI until I was like older.
Same.
So maybe it's like a new age.
Driving while intoxicated refers only to intoxication by alcohol. DWI refers to offense having both alcohol and drugs.
Oh, okay. So if I got pulled over for like being high, I'd get a DWI.
DUI.
Oh, DUI.
Yeah.
So DWI is the one that's drugs too.
No, DWI is just alcohol.
Just alcohol.
And DUI is alcohol and drugs.
Got it.
I don't for a second believe this man didn't have any sort of drugs in his system.
Sure. I thought DUI was just alcohol. That's the only one I ever heard.
This is what it says right here on Google.
Yeah.
It says DWI, driving while intoxicated, refers only to intoxication by alcohol. DUI, driving under the influence, refers to the offense of having both alcohol and drugs in the individual
I guess it's
system.
just like a safe thing to say.
A DWI is more severe, as it often has to be accompanied by a test to prove in no uncertain terms that the driver was intoxicated.
Interesting.
It says in California, the abbreviation DUI is used and means the same thing as DWI.
Okay. What about Nebraska? Because that's all I heard in Nebraska.
Like in North Carolina, there's no practical difference between it and driving under the influence.
Well, good to know. How about don't do anything and drive? Drink water and drive. That's
Or
it.
don't, because you'll have to stop to pee.
Oh, that's true. Drive. Drive. I can't think of words. This is so annoying.
It says are interchangeable in most states, including Nebraska.
Oh, okay. What was the word I was trying to think of? Drive dehydrated.
Yeah.
DD.
Well, don't do that because then you might pass out.
So drink a cup of water, give it 20 minutes, maybe pee, and then you can go.
Yeah.
That's the only thing you can do to drive.
Time it out with your destination. Always pee before you drive.
Always.
It says that DWI, let me look. DWI like penalty.
I love our crime podcast.
Imprisonment. Mandatory alcohol assessment and treatment, community service, and probation. He probably got literally none of the above.
No, for sure.
I wish they threw his ass in jail.
He probably just paid them like $1 million. And they were like, okay.
It's also so iconic that
Thank
the
you,
cop was
King.
like, who are you?
No, it's so funny.
Literally, who are you, bitch?
What tour?
Yeah.
The world tour.
That is so funny. Okay, Justin. Well, you'll live to see another day.
Leave
but
to see the world tour. It's going to be okay, even though it shouldn't be, but whatever.
I wonder how much money, like, what? Is he playing stadiums? Not a chance. He's got to be playing like a Staples Center, like arenas.
I'm pretty sure he is.
Justin-
Or I feel like it was like at the Forum.
That's an arena.
Oh, okay. So yeah.
Justin Timberlake.
He's like selling out Taylor Swift tickets.
Sure. Well, I just need to like gauge how many people. I mean, that's still a huge fucking venue. Like 20,000 people.
Okay, I almost want to go now just to see like if it's good. I'm so curious.
I'm not paying to see Justin Timberlake.
Me neither.
But if
I would
someone,
go for free.
If someone was paying me, then I would go.
What about for free?
I'd have getting all the way to the fucking Forum. No
I know
thanks.
that is actually so true.
Yeah.
That would be worse than a concert.
Yeah.
Any concert.
No.
Yeah.
Disagree. But like
I just don't like
taking the time out of my day to drive to the Forum to see Justin Timberlake would just never happen.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like if I was just like blink of an eye, I'm just sitting in the seat and I could like witness it.
Yeah.
Then it's like, okay, I want to see what's going on here.
Yeah. Like if I could teleport also during, like I watch a few songs and be like, okay, bye.
Yeah. Don't have to wait for the opener.
But like all the schlep to go see JT, like
Yeah. It's a lot.
pay me to go and I'll go.
It's also like where that venue is like not a good area to be walking around. So like if you don't pay the whatever $50 a park and you're like walking to get an Uber, it's a scary time.
It's a world tour.
Yeah, it's a world tour, just like you said.
Like
Oh, Bubba.
he's such a little bitch. Does like NSYNC come out with him?
I don't think so.
Dang.
No, there's no way. I wonder how they feel about it.
They're probably like, what a dweeb.
He just is like stuck in 2013 or something to me.
No, like, yeah, he's so cringe.
Yeah,
to me.
just like I thought him and like Jimmy Fallon were always funny when they would do like their bits on SNL and stuff, but
Oh yeah, look, he played the Forum.
I don't know. Yeah.
Or is that Staples? No, that looks like the Forum. Ugh. Why am I even looking at this? It's just pissing me off.
It's pissing you off.
2 nights in Vegas.
Could have gone.
Oh, he posted for Jessica on Mother's Day. Comment below your vibes on JT.
Yeah, like who is fans? Because I feel like we would be the fans because he's our nostalgia. Yeah.
If you're 43 years old and posing with your tongue out.
But you know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know.
Like we should be. I guess there are people our age.
Oh my God. Jessica was at Annabelle's bookstore.
Oh my God.
Wait, she wrote a kid's book about periods.
Oh.
What? Wait.
Honestly, that's kind of cute.
This is so funny. God, book signings must be so awkward.
So exhausting too.
But like I feel like that's like
You're all
Frank
sitting
looks
down.
like I was just going to say, I feel like it's the best way to like meet people Because you just sit there
Uh-huh.
and you don't have to like stand.
Yeah.
That's like the worst part.
Yeah.
Is standing.
For the long time. The one meet and
Frank
greet.
looks like he's producing the pod right now.
He does. He's
He's
just
sitting under the tripod.
yeah, just staring. He's looking around for any.
How are we doing, buddy?
He said we're doing good.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home and do like a deep dive. Like,
On like who's
maybe they're meant for each other.
yeah. It's very cringe.
They're like millennial cringe.
Yeah.
But famous.
Yeah. Like famous for a very long time. Like
Yeah.
infamous.
Speaking of famous, the one thing I had up for news today was that Margot Robbie's pregnant.
Oh.
And I saw someone yesterday say Nepo Barbie, and it made me LOL.
Nepo Barbie. I love it.
Pretty
Who is
crazy.
she? Is she married to a celebrity?
I don't know who he is. I think he's like
Okay.
a director or something.
Oh, okay. Well, congrats.
So
That's so
crazy.
exciting. And I'm so excited for the Nepo Barbie.
I know.
That's so funny.
I wonder what it'll be.
Nepo Barbie.
I also saw that Vanessa Hudgens had her baby. I forgot
saw
she was
that too.
pregnant.
I saw that too. And I guess someone like got a photo of it in the hospital and it was like a whole thing.
In the hospital?
I think so. And she was like, this needs to be removed. I don't know if it was like a fan or like someone just walking by or because if it was a staff, that'd be a big.
I
a
saw
big,
photos of her leaving the hospital with the baby.
maybe that's what it was. Yeah.
Yeah,
I just knew it was like at the hospital somewhere.
that makes sense to me.
She's giving birth.
Yeah, I was like,
I
what
saw a
the
picture of her
fuck?
giving birth.
So excited to see what she's going to name that. I feel like it'll be something like really earthy
Earthy.
because she's so like flower, moon child, Coachella queen.
When's her Erewhon smoothie coming out? It's about time.
Vanessa Hudgens?
Oh, sorry. I was thinking Margot Robbie.
Oh, she would never do that, I don't think.
I feel like she should have done it with the Barbie.
Yeah, she's like, I don't
Like a
need to do
pink
that.
one.
I'll just donate money to charity.
Oh, I guess I don't know
You
her
money
like.
hungry fucks.
I don't know her. I don't know her person like her personality.
I think she's like too famous.
no way.
Margot Robbie?
But like Kylie or
Yeah, but
Kendall,
they're
and-
influencers. Like that.
they are influencers. That's so sad. Is she really? Has there not been like that famous of a person besides the Kardashians? Olivia Rodrigo.
Margot, no. I feel like that's so different. Like, I feel like when people do it, it's like a promotion for like their name. It's like Olivia Rodrigo. I feel like when hers came
Like
out
for her
too.
album or something?
Yeah, like you imagine Taylor Swift doing an Erewhon smoothie.
I mean, no.
Yeah,
But she's also like weird with deals and stuff. I don't know
yeah,
the
but
ins and
Margot
outs of Margot
Robbie's
Robbie.
like a famous actress. She's not like.
But why are you coming at me so hard about this? I'm just like,
I'm not coming at you. I just have a different opinion.
well, the opinion is,
No, it's just my opinion.
I just don't get it. Like, would Tom Cruise have one? I think so.
No, not a chance. He's too A-list. Tom Cruise doesn't give a shit about
Too
Erewhon.
A-list for Erewhon? I feel like Erewhon is a place for the A-listers.
No, because he's not benefiting from it. Like they're not getting paid.
Maybe they pay you.
They don't. What they do is they give you like a cut of it, but most of the celebrities are donating that money to charity. So I feel like a Tom Cruise is like, why the fuck would I have an Erewhon smoothie? I'll just donate $1 million to this charity.
Yeah. But it could promote people paying money to give to that charity.
Yeah,
I
but
could
I
see
don't
that.
really think people know that that's what they do with the money.
Yeah, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. That's so funny you call the Kardashians influencers because they really are.
They're literally like
They
the
are.
world's biggest influencers.
I know. Like, well, Kylie was like, I feel as though she was the first like massive influencer.
Yeah. Influenzies.
I have an Am I the Asshole that's so wild that I don't even want to read the title because I don't want to give it away.
Okay.
Okay. I, 20 female, was engaged to my ex-fiance, Mike, 30 male, for 2 years. We were together for 5 years in total, and we were supposed to get married last summer. About 3 months before our wedding, I found out that he had been cheating on me with someone else. It was devastating. I called off the wedding immediately. Mike moved away shortly after we broke up, and I thought that was the end of it. I was heartbroken, but I slowly started to move on with my life. Fast forward to last month, I get a call from my younger sister, Lily, who's 25, saying she has exciting news and wants me to come over to our parents' house for dinner and share it. When I arrived, Lily and my parents were all smiles, and then she drops a bombshell. She's engaged to Mike. My head was spinning. I felt like I was going to pass out. Lily and Mike had been secretly dating for the past year, and now they were engaged. My parents had known about it for months, but decided to keep it from me to protect my feelings. They actually thought I'd be happy for them eventually. Lily tried to justify it by saying she and Mike fell in love after our breakup and that their friendship is meant to be. Their relationship is meant to be. She insisted that they didn't start dating until after we were officially over, but I felt betrayed on so many levels. I told them all that I wanted, nothing to do with their wedding, and stormed out. Since then, my parents and Lily have been bombarding me with calls and texts, calling me selfish and saying I'm overreacting. They claim that true love is rare and I should be supportive of Lily's happiness. Now the wedding is in a few months, and the pressure is on. My parents have even threatened to cut me off financially if I don't attend. Some friends think I should go to keep the peace and show I'm over it, while others are appalled and say I have every right to be angry and stay away. To add insult to injury, Lily recently asked me if I would be her maid of honor, claiming she wants to mend our relationship. This request has left me torn. I don't want to ruin our family dynamic further, but I can't shake the hurt and betrayal I feel. So am I the asshole for refusing to attend my sister's wedding after she secretly dated and got engaged to my ex-fiance?
I think that if her sister and her parents genuinely were like, there's nothing wrong with this, they would not have hid it from her for over a year.
Exactly.
Like, y'all knew this was gonna be messy and you chose to keep it from her because you knew that. And now you are gaslighting the ever-living shit out of her by saying like, you need to be
off
bigger
financially.
than this. Yeah, like I'd be like, okay, fine. Like, I don't want anything to do with you. Dude. You're all fucking nuts.
Dude, imagine that your ex-fiance.
This sounds like someone is like writing a book plot and seeing like if people like it.
It's a really good book plot.
Yeah.
Something we would read for sure.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say?
How long were they together for?
The original couple? 5 years.
Okay, yeah, she's fucking nuts. I feel like we've literally read something just like this before.
Probably. Engaged for 2. And like, imagine walking in, your family's all smiles, and then drops the bombshell.
No.
She's engaged to your ex-fiance. Huh?
If any of my friends suggested I go to this wedding to keep the peace, I would immediately be like, you're dead to me.
Oh yeah, you would.
Huh?
Keep the peace. I mean, even for me, like, I'm a keep the peace person, but I would not go to that wedding.
There's no peace to be kept.
There is no peace to be kept because you held that behind her back for so long, and it's so hurtful.
Yes. Like, what, now you're going to have kids?
No, like, that person, like, your ex-fiance is now a part of your family. Like, that's fucked up.
And I'd also be like, this is so fucking fishy that you've been together for only a year. Like, obviously you guys developed feelings when we were still together.
Yeah.
That's disgusting.
Crazy. Don't go to the wedding. Obviously not the asshole for not going.
No, I would sabotage.
I think it's very makes a lot of sense for if people are like, why isn't she there? It's like, well, why do you think? You know what I mean?
I feel like I saw this in a movie or something or read it in a book. The girl like called all the vendors and was like, oh, actually, like, I'm canceling.
I think it was an Am I the Asshole?
Yeah, like do something like that.
Yeah.
I give permission to sabotage.
Me too.
And then sabotage but show up so you can watch it all burn to the ground.
And then kill Mike. Yeah. I'm just kidding.
I would kill my sister.
Kill them both.
Like, at that point, it's like more her sister's.
Of course. I mean, I would never be able to talk to her again.
No.
So
how did their relationship end?
I don't know if it really says.
Like, they were just like, we broke up. Like, I would be interested to know that tea. You know what I mean?
Oh, they broke up because he had been cheating on her with someone else. So.
Okay, so he's just a piece of shit.
Yeah. And I don't know if he was cheating on her with her sister. Doesn't really say.
I feel like it was probably a third person.
Yeah. Because I feel like she probably found out about it and knew who the girl was.
How do you then, as her sister, knowing that this man cheated on your sister,
because people
think it's a good idea to then be like,
because people literally think that they'll change them.
I know.
It's sad.
Wild. The parents supporting it too. Hello.
Hello.
The parents supporting it too is wild to me.
I know.
Freaks. Y'all are a bunch of freaks. Okay. Am I the asshole for not attending my best friend's wedding?
Oh my God, it's like the same thing.
My friend 27 female asked me, 28 female, to be one of her bridesmaids for her wedding. She was my maid of honor 2 years ago, and before that, we'd always say we'd be each other's maid of honor. We've been friends for 20 years. When she asked me to be a bridesmaid, it stung a bit, to be honest, but seeing as she has a twin sister that she is close to, it made sense that she should be her maid of honor. The issue I really had with this is that at one point, before I did barely anything as a bridesmaid, she told me, "You don't have to stand with the other bridesmaids during the wedding." I found it weird that she was saying that, but I replied, "No, I want to be there with all of you." After a bit of back and forth, she admitted she doesn't want me standing there with everyone because of my fear of being the center of attention and my social anxiety. She was worried that I would have a panic attack just like I did standing there at my own wedding. Honestly, it was bad during my wedding because I was shaking and couldn't breathe, and everyone's terrified reaction made it even worse for me. I had to leave and come back to just me, my husband, and my mother to continue our vows and such while everyone else moved on to the reception. I couldn't even go join them until I was drunk enough to not feel embarrassed. I've been to therapy since then and have made huge progress regarding my social anxiety, and my best friend knows this. I felt hurt that she didn't trust me enough to let me stand with the others. I told her I was so much calmer and less anxious now, and I won't even be the center of attention like I was when I was the bride. She said she acknowledged my improvement, but she just doesn't want to take any chances. She said she doesn't want to embarrass me again and that she would just feel worried about me the whole time, and was also worried that I would ruin the mood of the wedding if I did happen to have a panic attack. I eventually told her that I'd just rather be a guest if I can't do all the bridesmaid stuff. On the day of her wedding, I was just so sick to my stomach with hurt and sadness that I was merely going as a guest to her wedding that I just decided not to go because I felt so left out. Now she's very mad at me for making her feel bad at her wedding. She thinks I was trying to hurt her and make her feel guilty because of what she thinks was a reasonable request. I didn't mean to hurt her, but I just couldn't go because I was overwhelmed with her hurt. The people I've talked to are all divided on who is the asshole in this situation. I feel bad for ruining her mood on her wedding day, but I still feel what she asked of me was hurtful. Am I the asshole in this situation?
Okay, my first question kind of has nothing to do with this, but why were they like promising that each would be maid of honors in each other's wedding when like this girl has like a twin sister that would obviously be a maid of honor?
It was just like when they were young. You know, like when you're like younger.
So
and
it's
you're
not like a...
Yeah.
Okay.
But also like who fucking cares at the end of the day? Like...
Yeah, I mean, I just thought they were being serious. Like, yeah, we'll definitely be each other's. And I was like, well, why would you say that if you were a twin sister?
But like, think of like people that you said that to when like you were little and then you're just like not friends with them anymore.
The thing is, I didn't realize they were little saying that. I thought they were saying it like, I don't know, older. Okay, so let me. First of all, I feel so bad for this girl having a panic attack at her wedding, and like,
I know.
Like that is so sad to me, and I feel like, I don't know. It's just like that's so sad. But I think it's her friend should have talked to her first because like her friend knew she's been in therapy. She's been doing better. I understand like. I don't know. This is like really tough. I think that sorry, I can't like get my thoughts together on this like very well. I think she should have talked to her before she was like, be a guest.
She didn't ask her that. She just said, I'd rather be a guest.
Oh, she would. Okay. So she told, wait, no, sorry. It was when she said, I don't want you standing with the other bridesmaids. That to me, that's like the fuck.
Okay.
And then just like not like imagine if that happened to us and you like didn't ask me about it. Like, are you going to be okay? Like, I just want you to make sure you're okay if you're up there. Like she could have just asked that. And she's going to, yeah, I've been fine. I've been going to therapy and I feel a lot calmer and like I want to be there. She didn't even have that conversation with her. She was just like, you need to stand away from the bridesmaids. That's rude to me.
She said, you don't have to stand with the other bridesmaids. To me.
Oh, maybe she's being, then maybe she's being like, I don't want you to feel uncomfortable. I don't know.
That is how I took it. I think she's like trying to save, just because like, you know, like she's going to therapy and doing all of these things doesn't mean that on that day, like she's not going to feel like overwhelmed. And I think her friend was trying to give her like a way out so that she would feel the most comfortable.
But as the person who's anxious, I'd be like, oh, she's like kicking me to the curb. Like that's where my brain would go for sure.
Yeah.
Unless she was like, I'm only doing like, you can, you know, unless they were like very communicative.
It seems like she was like, it seems like she communicated exact. She was like, this is what happened on your wedding day. I don't want the same thing to happen. I know you get really overwhelmed and like, this will protect the both of us.
Yeah. It's still just like,
to me, I'm like, this girl is so far the asshole in like every way.
The girl attending the wedding?
Well, she didn't go.
She didn't go.
And then like subsequently made the entire day about her.
I think I would just need to see how it was said. Like, to me, when I was listening to it, I was like, this girl seems like rude.
The one who asked her to just not stand up there?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think with somebody with anxiety, I'd be like, you could be with anxiety, you don't see the real thing usually.
Totally.
It's like your mind spirals, and it's not her friend's responsibility to make sure that she's okay, but like, I don't know, I feel like you do that when you know are close with someone, and like you don't make them feel.
But I don't
not
think her
included.
intention was to.
I don't think it was her intention, but it was her impact, and I feel like they need to talk about that.
Well, now I don't think they're going to have a friendship.
Well, maybe not.
I read these two things that this is like my thoughts exactly. It says, Jesus, Mary, and Joseph, you're the asshole. She's not the asshole because she doesn't want you causing a scene at her wedding, which 100% would have happened based on your reaction to her decision. You're someone who, despite saying you don't like being the center of attention, will find some way to make everything about yourself. There's no such thing as a maid of honor exchange program. Just because you picked her does not entitle you to the same position at her wedding, especially in light of what went on at yours, which is so beyond the norm that it's not even worth risking. You may think you've got a brand new, shiny, fresh out of the box ability to self-control. You do not. Your reactions are out of whack and frankly out of line. You need to get, this is kind of mean. You need to get some more therapy probably from someone else. You are not some wronged party. Again,
How is she like making everything about her?
she didn't go to the wedding because she got.
Well, yeah, that part. But before that,
I think that's what they're referring to. It's like you still somehow found a way to make this day about you, which was her initial like.
Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Thing. And I think that it like speaks more to like her friend also is like, you're always wanting to be the center of attention. So like
maybe there's more to it.
Yeah. Cause I don't think that like her having a panic attack at her wedding is like her making herself the center of attention. Like that's obviously like.
That's what I thought this person was saying. And that's why I was like, what?
I think that it's probably stuff like that. Like her being like, and then I had to just go as a guest and I felt so left out. So I just didn't even wind up going. But it's like, you chose to just be a guest. And then you chose to just not go because you felt left out.
Why did she choose to be a guest again?
Because she was like, well, I don't want to just sit down on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Which is the only thing that she was like asking her.
I guess, yeah, it's hard. I don't know. I'm like, I see both sides like pretty well, but like,
yeah,
the other side I'm seeing is like, if you were getting married and I was like having panic attacks all the time and you're like, why don't you sit?
Yeah.
I'd be like, oh my God, she hates me. She thinks I'm going to ruin her wedding. Like my anxiety is a problem. My anxiety is going to ruin her wedding. And this is so embarrassing for me. Yeah. Even though you're doing a nice thing.
Totally.
For somebody that deals with it and is like constantly scared that they're like ruining other people's experiences.
Yeah.
Like me driving, like I'm ruining someone's experience because I'm having a panic attack while driving. I'm ruining your wedding because I'm having like, it just feels like I'm a burden. And it's like, okay, well then, I don't know. I mean, if it was you, I'd still do it. Mm-hmm. So I guess maybe that's the difference. Yeah. maybe it just clicked for me.
And like, I don't think that was like the intent behind it. She's not like, of course, like when it's you're thinking that, but like that's not her intent of like why she's asking her to sit. And like honestly, if someone asked me that, I'd be like, yeah, I'd rather sit down anyway. Like, well, I don't want to fucking stand for an hour while
that's also married. A good point. Like I'd love to sit down. But
then this person said, this is spot on. OP made this wedding about herself from the get-go. Asked to be a bridesmaid, that wasn't good enough. Feelings were already hurt because why wouldn't she be the maid of honor, which usually comes with a bunch of attention jobs like helping the bride prep, day of aid, and speech at the reception, to spite having social anxiety and the bride having a twin. The injustice. Bride requested OP not to stand at the front in case they need a quick exit. The injustice. How dare she make accommodations for you and take a reasonable common sense precaution to avoid a scene. And guess what, OP? You did cause a scene and find a way to make it about you. You didn't show up knowing the bride, your friend, would be upset about it. Good for you. Congrats. You clearly give 0 Fs about your friend, because if you did, you would let her have one day where she wants to come first. You may not even know you are behaving this way, but I imagine your friend is exhausted with being your support system and just wanted a day where it was about her, and you didn't let it happen. Instead, you blasted it on Reddit to make yourself feel better about your crummy decisions.
Why am I thinking completely different?
I don't know.
It's so weird. Like, I'm sad for both of them that she didn't go. I think she should have gone to the wedding, but I understand the like.
Yeah.
I mean, I would not choose not to go. Can you read like one that agrees just so I can see like what they say? unless there aren't any.
How do I use Reddit?
Do you want me to find it?
Yeah, like I screenshotted these because I was like,
okay.
oh, this is like how I feel.
Yeah. Here. Did you get it from Am I the Asshole subreddit?
I don't know. I just type am I the asshole? And
Okay.
am I the asshole? Am I the asshole for not attending my best friend's wedding?
I'll try to look too. Best. There's probably so many of them.
Found it.
Oh, okay, cool.
The one I read to you was like the top
Yeah.
upvote, 21,000 upvotes. God.
There should be like a button that goes to the next like major like comment that doesn't have replies. Maybe you don't have it on there.
I have no fucking idea. Came to say this OP. You're the asshole. You're the asshole.
Maybe I have terrible judgment in character because I'm just like, I think there's a lot of wrong on both sides here.
You're the asshole. Yeah, like literally everyone's like, she was looking out for you and you instead you made it about yourself. You're the asshole. You're the asshole. Also, like, so curious. Did you like call her, text her on the day of the wedding being like, hey, I'm not coming? Or did you just not show up?
I know.
Like, what's the tea there? You're the asshole. You're the asshole. You're the asshole. Oh.
Okay, I'm wrong then, I guess.
I don't think that you're wrong.
No, I know. I don't think I'm like wrong either, but it's just like I'm not seeing it how everyone else is. And that seems like a problem.
You should have gone to the wedding, but let's unpack this. Maybe this has something about it. I think the bride's concerns are valid. You may not have been the one getting married this time around, but it's a very similar position. And if you've mutual to attended your wedding and also attended your friends, I imagine that would worsen your anxiety. I know if I was in this situation, I would feel as if people whispering in the crowd were talking about me. As someone who struggles with social anxiety, RSD,
I don't know.
Me neither. And a million things in between, if her words/actions affected you to the point where you could not attend the event, you may not be as healed or okay as you think. Oh, that's a good point. Okay, no, they're just being nice, but I think that they're still agreeing.
Oh, okay.
You absolute child. You're the asshole so much.
Well.
Yeah, this person's like, I won't vote since I think it's a mental health question and not a question of being an asshole or not, but you definitely owe her a big apology.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's sad that she didn't go to the wedding, for sure.
Yeah.
I think it gets, when someone has really bad anxiety and they're already worried about how people perceive them and how her own wedding went, I think you just kind of take everything really personally.
Yeah.
And that must be what happened. Because, I mean, I've been there for sure, like taking things, and I know I'm in the wrong, but it's just like how my brain is operating at the moment.
I also just think like in terms of someone's wedding, like if the bride like asked me to stand up there with a cheese hat on my head,
like you would still do
I would do it. If they were like, hey, like.
But what if it was like what if like Cheryl was getting married and you were like a maid of or a bridesmaid, but you were the only one that had to wear a cheese hat?
I'd be like, oh, I don't fucking know. What does it mean?
I know, but I'd be like, I'd have questions. I'd be like, but why me?
Sure, like I do it, but I would be like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But I also think that it's like, it's not like it was out of nowhere that she was just like, oh, also like you're going to be sitting.
No, 100%, 100%. To me, it was giving bully-ish, but I understand why she did it. I think, but then I see the other side of the anxiety of like, well, now I have to sit over here and now I'm bothering, you know, I'm fucking this up and I'm not up there with everyone. And if I am and I pass out, then it's going to be all fucked. Like,
yeah.
Okay. I think at the end of the day, I'm trying to settle this in my brain. I think I feel bad for the girl that has anxiety, but I think the bride was just trying to be cautious and also include her.
Mm-hmm.
And I think she took it the wrong way because of the anxiety.
Yeah. There's people now commenting being like, I have anxiety, panic attacks, and rejection sensitivity. I get it. But 100% you're the asshole. This person, I have anxiety disorder. It's absolute hell. It's also my responsibility to manage. Kindly, you're the asshole.
Yeah. When I'm like, okay, sometimes for me, it's hard to like, sometimes I don't put it into like perspective. Like, this is your wedding and like, I'm the one with anxiety and like, this is happening to us. Obviously I'd be like, okay, yeah, I'll sit.
Yeah.
But I also, if that were me and you, I'd be like, does she think I'm like incapable of like I think she thinks I'm incapable of like being a human. That's where my brain would go.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't leave your wedding.
Yeah. But also like, that's not what she said to her. I think it genuinely was her friend just like trying to be like, let's avoid this at all costs. I know this is something that's really stressful to you. I don't particularly want to risk it on a day that I'm spending a shit ton of money on. I love you. Just sit and then we'll party.
Yeah.
Like it's to me, to then to not go. It's just like, bro.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. I said what I need to say.
You said what you needed to say.
I said what I need to say. I think what I'm saying is fair to me.
Yeah.
Like at first, yeah. I think because I have anxiety and I'm always like so worried about other people like being a burden about it.
Yeah.
I guess that like.
But you didn't call her a burden.
No, of course. But that's just how you feel a lot of times. So it's like no one has to say it. You're just thinking it. And then it's like, oh, no, I'm sitting. I'm a burden. Oh, my God. Now I'm blah, 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 burden. But she shouldn't have left. She should have just sat there and been like, okay, well, I get it.
I just can't believe she didn't even go.
I mean, that is crazy. That's like friendship ruining. Are they like best friends too?
Yeah, for 20 years.
Ooh, 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
Good God. That is crazy.
So fucked.
Okay, well, yeah. That's a good one. I love that we both had wedding ones.
Yeah. It just makes me so sad.
I know. I wonder if they've like talked after or like, when was this posted? Does it say?
I think 8 days ago.
I wonder what the tea is. I wish we could get updated.
I would have deleted that.
I'll try to message her. I'll message her on Reddit and see if there's updates if you want.
Oh, yeah. And they're like young too, 27, 28.
Oh no.
So sad. She's very mad at me.
Oh. Well, yeah. And I'm sure her not going caused her more anxiety. At least it would for me.
What'd you say?
I feel like her not going would cause more anxiety. Like for me, it would cause more anxiety. Yeah. If I was like, I'm leaving and now everyone's gonna be pissed off.
Like this, okay, I feel like this line alone, I was like the kicker for me to be like, oh, okay, like I get why she was like, everything is about you. Her saying, I didn't mean to hurt her, but I just couldn't go because I was overwhelmed with hurt. But you are now not thinking about you not going and the effect it will have on your friend and how badly that will hurt her.
Sorry, say that one more time.
She said, I didn't
slow.
mean to hurt her, but I just couldn't go because I was overwhelmed with hurt.
Yeah. So it's her wedding day. It's not a normal day where you can just leave and like,
yeah,
you know what I mean? Yeah, it's tough. I'm really very empathetic with the anxiety and feeling like, yeah, I get it. However, wouldn't leave. Especially a best friend of over 20 years.
Yikes in the yard, girly.
Would rather jump off a bridge at that point.
I feel bad for ruining her mood. Oh, I need an update on this one.
I do too. I'll try to message her on Reddit and see if she'll message back.
I'm so curious.
Me too. Can you send me the screenshot so I can like of the username? Just that. Yeah, that's fine.
Screenshot?
Yeah, just screenshot that.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll try to get an update for us if you guys are curious, because I'm so curious, even though this was only 8 days ago. So maybe this girl's on her honeymoon and they haven't spoken at all. So
I know. Well, she did say she's very mad at me. So I would love to hear the conversation that was had.
Me too. Send us the texts. I loved it. I did this one other time, but they didn't respond, but it was fun. I was like, so I host a podcast called Good, Only Friends with my best friend. And we read this Am I the Asshole? We'd love an update.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
Like, if I were the girl, I would like bring this to my therapy office and be like, why is everyone saying that I'm the asshole? You know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Me too.
I'd be interested to know that conversation as well.
But that scares me because I feel like I'm an asshole, because I feel like so many of these, I like think the other thing, but everyone's like, this person's an asshole. So if these people were all in my life, they would think I'm an asshole.
Well, if you did that, I don't think that people think you're an asshole for like having empathy for this person.
I know, but my first reaction was like, the bride's so rude. But as when it sunk in, and yeah, I think just the anxiety aspect, I'm like, fuck.
Yeah.
But and like, oh my God, the way she had to pause her own wedding.
And everyone had to leave.
That makes me so sad.
No, I mean, that's so sad.
But maybe she felt better at that point. Like, you know, like I'd be like, okay, everyone's gone now.
No, she didn't. She said she had to like take time afterwards, just be by herself because she was so embarrassed.
Oh my God, poor girl.
Like, if you know it's going to be that bad, like you should have just had a private ceremony.
Yeah. I wouldn't even know how bad it would be, and I'd probably have a private ceremony.
Yeah.
No one allowed.
I know.
No one can look at me. God.
So, oh my God, there's so many replies. Ugh. I would love to know what she's been up to.
Yeah, I'll message her.
People they're not even like commenting.
You're the asshole. You're the asshole. YTA.
Nothing else. Ugh.
YTA. There's no other ones that are like.
I'll keep scrolling. YTA. Yes, YTA. Jesus. I'm guessing your friend's gonna kill you. YTA. Megalodon. You're the asshole. The easiest. You're the asshole.
What's a megalodon?
I don't know. I think they're just. You're the asshole. You're the asshole. You're the asshole. You're the asshole. Literally every single one. This person said, "There's no way y'all are best friends. Friends, maybe." This person said, "Because my best friend is my ride or die, and I would rather suffer in agony than miss her wedding day."
Yeah.
Her wedding?
Yeah.
This person said, "I have severe anxiety disorder to the point I've been hospitalized for it." And yes, you're the asshole.
Holy okay.
Someone else's wedding isn't the time to test if your therapy has been working. Honestly.
No, yeah, I know.
I so get her being like, fuck, I wish that like. I don't know.
We're talking about the girl with anxiety?
Yeah. It's like, I'm so much better. But I would also,
yeah,
like,
I mean, I've been there, like, just in other ways. And it's like, I'm better. And then I'm like, fuck. And it's like terrible. A terrible setback.
Yeah. But like, also, I think a reasonable one.
Yeah, of course. Like, I would stay. I would not leave.
Yeah.
Because it's not about you. And if she's, you know, sitting or in the crowd, she could always leave and gather herself if something were to happen.
Totally. Get a little Xanny prescription.
I mean, I was up there for your wedding. How long was your ceremony? Like 15 minutes?
Yeah.
And I mean, I was panicking. No, yeah, like it's scary up there, and I wasn't even a part of the like main thing.
Yeah.
I feel like being the bride would be the scariest part.
Yeah, no, I fully blacked out. As someone with anxiety in front of crowds.
Yeah. Do you remember it at all?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
But like literally I didn't make eye contact with a single person.
Because you were like, I can't.
Yeah. No, I just like hate public displays of like being the center of attention. Like it gives me crippling anxiety. Like I was literally shaking.
Yeah.
So I get it.
Yeah.
But
did you feel like relaxed by the end of the ceremony, or were you still like feeling like, did it eventually kind of subside while you guys were up there?
No, not really.
Oh, okay.
I wanted it to be over. Yeah.
If you were up there for like an hour, I'm sure it would have.
Yeah.
Or you would have passed out.
Yeah.
Would have had to pause and come back.
No, like when we were walking back down the aisle, I was like, all right, let's get a fucking drink.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, this person, I found one.
Oh, my God.
This person said, I feel insane with all of these, the asshole comments. I'm probably going to get nuked for this, considering I couldn't find a single not the asshole comment after scrolling for a full minute, but here we go. You went to therapy for your anxiety. You felt you had come a long way, but your best friend said she didn't want you to even be seen with the bridesmaids. Okay, that's dramatic. She didn't say that. Even I hate when people twist words. She didn't say I don't want you to be seen. Even after you insisted you were better than before, she didn't want to let you. So then why did she make you a bridesmaid in the first place? Okay, why are we all acting as if the bridesmaid is just standing up there? She didn't trust you. You were understandably hurt by this. After lots of this, you eventually decided that if you weren't going to do what bridesmaids do as a bridesmaid, you would come as a guest instead. But on the day of the wedding, you felt so betrayed and hurt that you just decided not to go. I don't get these comments saying you proved her point. Having an anxiety attack in front of a crowd of people as the main center of attention, everyone is watching as the bride, isn't the same as being a part of the attention after therapy. What? And most of the attention will be on the bride and groom instead. And being hurt and deciding to not go to a wedding isn't the same as having a panic attack.
Okay, this person makes sense.
Yeah.
My people. My people.
Oh, it's a mod. I was like, oh, did she update? No.
Well, I will be reaching. I'll do my due diligence.
Yeah, get that update, sister.
I will, because I'm curious as hell about where their relationship stands.
This person, they like quote tweeted saying, I was just so sick to my stomach with hurt and sadness that I was merely going as a guest to her wedding. They quoted it saying, this was your choice.
Yeah.
Like,
true.
I'm so sick over the thing that I chose to do.
Yeah.
We're done.
Yeah, we're done. No more hashing this one out. But I will reach out and we'll see if we can get an update because that would be iconic. But thank you guys so much for watching / listening. We have a Patreon. This podcast will come out on Monday on Patreon, patreon.com/onlyfriends. If you're subscribed, we also will have a bonus episode this week on Patreon. So be there or be square. And then we release this on podcast listening platforms and our OnlyFriends YouTube channel on Wednesdays. So
I also would like to know if anyone has ever had to do like anything crazy as a bridesmaid. Like, could you, I was just thinking like, imagine if they were like, oh, I'm having like a nudist wedding.
Oh, and you're gonna be naked up there?
Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Like crazy like that.
Wait, can I tell you the podcast story really fast?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so Emma and I were listening to Armchair Expert, but it was one of those like anonymous ones where people call in and there's like a prompt. You've listened to those ones?
No.
Oh my God, they're so good. So this one was near-death experiences, which I feel like might be a good topic for good influences, but I feel like Aaron would be
get
scared.
a guest.
Okay, we'll get a guest. We get like a mortician or something.
Yeah, I wouldn't attend.
I literally was like, Aaron wouldn't want to do that anyway. But so this man in his 60s, he's like this big like outdoorsy guy. He like does a lot of outdoor stuff. He was in Monterey Bay. He went to the ocean out there and it was like very clear, very beautiful. And he was doing some sort of like water sport. Not really sure.
Kayaking or something.
Something. Long story short, he gets bit by a shark and it's like, it basically bit him from his leg through his back, across his abs, back to his leg. So it's like a big chunk that the shark bit. The man starts screaming. He can't feel it yet, but he's like, if I don't get help right now, like
so
I will die.
In the water?
Yes, he was in the water.
Oh, okay.
Yes. And the shark bit him while he was in the water.
Okay, not kayaking then.
Yeah, no, I don't know what he was doing. I probably didn't, like I should probably listen to it again before I retold the story, but whatever. So he's like calling for help. And out of nowhere, like no one's out there. And out of nowhere, these two people come up on a paddleboard and it's a police officer / first responder and his wife is a nurse that pull up to him first. So they like already know kind of how to like deal with whatever the situation is going on. Then when they get to the shore, there's like 3 separate, they didn't come together, ICU nurses on the shore. And then the same day there was like a class, like a kids class that came to the ocean to learn about like ocean, the animals in the ocean and like all the plants and everything down there. And the person who led that was like an ocean expert and like a lifeguard type of person who like knows all these things. So then like he was there also. So like
hopefully literally, he kept the kids somewhere else.
No, I know. So like all of these people who are like extremely medically educated were all there. And he said by the time he started screaming, by the time he started screaming, by the time he got to the shore, or no, by the time he started screaming, five minutes from then, an ambulance has already arrived. So the ambulance was waiting for him on the beach. And then they got to the hospital and the doctor was like, literally, you are the luckiest person I have ever worked on. He was like, you're in your 60s and your heart and lungs reacted as if they were in their 20s. And the guy was like, and that had to have been because I do all these outdoor things. And like, I'm always like, you know, doing all these, but he's like, but I also wouldn't have been in the ocean if I wasn't doing these outdoor things. And the doctor said that one of the bites was like a millimeter away.
I feel like it's always like that.
From an artery that would have made him bled out in the ocean. And there's the way it bit, it missed every organ. Like it didn't puncture any organ. And they found out by like the bite marks that the shark was like 2,000 pounds and like fucking massive. Just crazy. It was a good episode. There's a lot of Final Destination sounding ones on there, but if you're interested, it was a great episode.
That's crazy.
Yeah. And I totally butchered it. It's a lot better when he describes it, but I was just like, someone's looking out for this guy because what the fuck?
I hate sharks.
I know. I mean, it's one of my biggest fears. Any animal, but sharks, yeah. Apparently, they were talking. Dax was talking about it. He's like, we also had one a while ago that was like a bear attack, and that one was like worse than the shark one. I'm like so curious.
Oh my god!
I need to listen to it.
Stay inside, kids.
Yeah, stay inside. Don't go on hikes. Don't do anything at all outside. All right. Well, we'll see you guys maybe on our bonus episode or next week. Bye.
Bye.